there's no food in the fridge, who are you going to call? Well, I imagine your local takeaway. And it's good news for people in West London because their local has been voted Britain's finest. Our reporter, Dan Friedman, who last time I saw him was having a feast at this takeaway. Dan, where is this place?
Well, CL, I can reveal for the first time that it is in West London. It's in Maida Vale. It's called Cedar. And look at the spread they have prepared for us for lunch today. It's quite amazing. It's Middle Eastern Lebanese food. And this is the man behind it, Sami Khoueri. He's been here 10 years. And he's been voted the best restaurant, not in London, but in Britain, beating off around 9,000 other restaurants, other takeaway restaurants, because I think it's fair to say, Sami, that's your speciality. Takeaway is the thing you do best.
Yeah.
And talk me through what the food that is here.
We're talking about Lebanese food, is Middle Eastern food. It's all about fresh ingredients. We use a lot of fresh ingredients in the daily preparation, daily basic. It's all about recipes. That's what makes you different than other restaurants. You got your own recipes. For my recipes, I would call it my grandma recipes. All my recipes, it's been taken from my mom, and I invest all these recipes, all these ideas into my restaurant.
So that means you can't tell us what's in them? Is it a secret you'll take with you?
Even if I tell you, you wouldn't go like, wouldn't be familiar with it. It's all really traditional Lebanese food. That's why my grandma used to do. That's why even if you've never been in a Lebanese restaurant or you never ate Lebanese, but still you would feel this touch, this special touch in the food.
I can tell by the way you're speaking, you're incredibly passionate about your food. I know that you also go across London sourcing it, Billingsgate Market and other markets. Where do you think people at home can go to pick up some really high quality food? Where would you recommend?
If you want the high quality, you're supposed to go by yourself first and check what you're buying, and you have to go to the main supplier where things is really fresh. And this is where is the point about my place, because it's not about trusting others, it's just about my taste. And I'm very picky how I'm choosing my fresh ingredients to do my food.
And you're also telling me earlier about the secret to being a good takeaway restaurant. Now get this, the postcode rule. Explain the postcode rule to me.
Yeah, first when I joined, like when I bought the place like 3 years ago, and I joined some websites about deliveries, that was asking me how many postcodes I would cover. So this is where I first thinking about quality more than quantity. So I just pick up 7 postcodes within 2 miles of my place, and I work on about this postcodes only. And I was recommending, why don't you go for 15 postcodes like other restaurants, or for like further than 2 miles, and you might be doing better, and you might be doing like more quantity and more deliveries a day. So I said no, I prefer doing just seven postcodes with satisfied customers, with good comments, good reviews, than doing 15 postcodes with a lot of complaints, a lot of problems. And this is how you can keep consistency and keep things up to standard.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for letting us in and letting us share some of the food. Remember, the secret to a good takeaway restaurant, limit it to 6 or 7 postcodes and make sure all your ingredients are sourced from local sources across London.